Hello and welcome to another segment on the Black Suit Tonight Africa Rising channel. So there seems to be a concurrent economic Cold War between China and the United States right now. Satellite footage also shows that Russia continues to mount a military base on the ice cap and north of the Ukrainian border. Mali seems to be losing it to successive coup d'etats in just this year, and COVID won't stop escalating my insecurities. So let's talk about the United Nations, the UN Security Council today. The only internationally recognized body charged with the daunting role of ensuring the evasive world peace. Also, speaking of which, Ghana and Gabon have been offered a seat at the table of 15. Since the show is mainly about promoting Africa and her allies only, why don't we be more precise and talk about Ghana's election to the United Nations Security Council and what it means for the nation and Africans in general. Looking at how Ghana's name has been in the news recently because of their president who wouldn't stop jabbing Western leaders and calling for African unity and black unity, even from the diaspora. So let's just go straight to it and talk about Ghana and their role in the Security Council this time around. Let me take my usual ice to break from my China teapot. I'll be right back. So we are back now. Tighten your seatbelt, subscribe first and enjoy the ride. So the United Nations Security Council, formed in 1946, is one of the 6 main arms or organs of the United Nations. Following the failure of the League of Nations to prevent the Second World War, the one that Hitler became popular for, the United Nations became necessary, but even more so, a body that was tasked to ensure a total prevention of a subsequent Third World War. The Security Council was formed with 5 of the main winners of the Second World War. Talking of which, the United States of America, United Kingdom, the then Soviet Union, now Russia, China, and France. Wait, but why was France included? They have literally lost all their battles, only survived on steroids. Just hold on, think of France as the slut in class who bests the brainy guy in class just to get her homework done. I'm just saying, their language is sexy, perhaps that won them the sport. Definitely not war heroics. Moving on, the Security Council is made of 15 member states, 5 permanent members, the ones I previously spoke about, US, UK, Russia, China, France, and then 10 other non-permanent members elected from the UN General Assembly to serve a 2-term period. Although all member states have to work together to pass a resolution for world peace, the 5 permanent members have a prestigious veto power. That is to say that a no vote from any of the 5 would mean no resolution, irrespective of the decision from the other 14 members. Now that's huge. No wonder we are still living in this mess. Because if China comes in and they didn't have a good tea, trust me, no meeting is going to take place. I don't know what they do in the Security Council, but it looks like there will be a lot of going back in and forth and all that. In that regard, you might ask, what is in it for a nation to be part of the 10 non-permanent members, of which clearly we have come to agree that they don't make the decisions on the table? And even more so, you might ask, why the veto power? When your country spends $250 billion on their national security and global world peace, you can approach the General Assembly to negotiate. Looking at the fact that since 2010, most of the nominations of the member states, the 10 non-permanent member states, has been done unopposed, you might probably, be right. It's probably not, prestigious or very competitive. You might be right, but hey, to the Western nations, prestige and status is everything. And so it wasn't surprising when Ireland hired a pop star to entertain the General Assembly prior to an election to the Security Council. An intelligent bribe, huh? Get them funky, get them balloty. Oh my goodness, the UN Security Council. I don't know what decision they make up there, but clearly it's not helping. Iran still have their nuclear powers. I don't know what they can do with it. And North Korea isn't seeming to cut down their nuclear powers. I don't know what they can do next, since they are not part of the 5 permanent members. They can just go mayhem, and the world will transform literally. Although the African and the Asia group have 5 spots to fill on the council. Speaking of the 10 non-permanent members, they have been divided fairly, you would say, among the world regions, the continent. Although the Africans and the Asians have 5 spots to fill on the council, this time there were 2 spots for the African states. So Ghana and Gabon, who were challenged by DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, won the nomination with 185 over 193 of the members. and 183 over 193 respectively for Ghana and Gabon. Although Ghana has held a spot on the Security Council previously on 3 occasions, the prestige on joining again for a 4th time is overwhelmingly outstanding for the nation, and well, it's another cap in the bag for the country. Although personally as an African, I have my reservations against the Security Council, looking at their abysmal role in the Rwandan genocide, the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi, the Congo conflict. But hey, who knows, maybe Ghana and Gabon joining Kenya on the table might make a difference. It's a step, a status raise for Africa this time around, and especially for Ghana, who have been in the news for all the right reasons for the continent of Africa. So hey, kudos Ghana and Gabon, especially for Ghana, continually making the continent proud. I think the president has been really outspoken, pulling some strings in the UN General Assembly on the continent, calling for African unity and all that. That's the right step for a country. If nothing at all, Twitter going to Ghana to establish their headquarters and all that speaks a lot about the country. But hey, that will be in another segment, because guess what? Your money just finished. So your ride ends here for tonight's show. This has been the Black Swiss Tonight Africa Rising channel. This has been a typical Africa Rising episode. My name is still Queen Bernard Boama. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to promote Black and Africa excellence.
Until then, see you in my next episode.